We are just weeks away from the beginning of the season, and massive money has been thrown around in the transfer market. Players like Gyökeres, Ekitike, and Mbeumo have sealed big money moves. However, there are still some top players on the market. And with so many transfer rumors swirling around, we thought it'd be no better time to do our second edition of grading these transfer rumors. Boys, are we ready?
I'm ready, Millie, but before we get into it, I just want to tell you guys about the Patreon. If you guys head over to our Patreon and sign up right now, you'll get access to over 50 of the videos already posted on there, dozens of hours of content, including weekly Q&As, Team of the Months, extended podcasts you won't find anywhere else on our channel. If you sign up in our top tier, you'll also get added to a private Discord server where we're pretty much active every day chatting football, life, and nonsense with the community. And if you sign up to the top tier, once a month we drop a Patreon exclusive YouTube video just for the real ones. So if you guys been enjoying the content and want to see more of it, make sure to check out our Patreon. Link is down below in the description. Now back to the video. Without further ado, Millie, who is the first transfer rumor?
So boys, the first transfer is one of the biggest, and he may be heading to the Premier League. After a fantastic season at Red Bull Leipzig, Benjamin Sesko looks to have no shortage of suitors, with Newcastle and Manchester United vying for his signature. Where do we rank this transfer?
This is a rare case where it's really split between two teams. I think there might be a situation where you guys get into a transfer battle.
We were deciding, should we link him to one specific team, but it's so tight right now, pause, that... Is that a pause situation? I don't even know if that's a pause situation. But it's honestly how you determine how good Sesko is in your mind, the grading of this. Because for 75 mil to either one of these teams, I don't think it really changes which team he goes to be honest.
And I would add the tactical fit for both teams. They both need strikers. Newcastle with potentially Isak going somewhere else, and Man United still with no striker. I think the tactical fit works the same for both sides. It'll be the same.
I definitely agree. I think Sesko definitely heads to the Prem. Depending on the team, will he fare better this season? It's a possibility he does better at Newcastle than Manchester United.
It's an 8 for me for fit. I don't know about you guys.
I went even higher. I went 8.5.
I said 9 for fit.
9? I'm the lowest. I put 7.5. I do think that it's somewhat a little unproven. He is going to a tougher league. He is the best of the rest, if that makes sense, because I do think Isak is a better striker than him, hands down in my opinion.
Obviously.
So, yeah, I would say 7.5 is fair.
I've had my hesitations about Sesko, but fundamentals-wise, I mean, whether he can replicate it in the Prem, fundamentals-wise, this guy is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch him in Champions League, and this is versus bigger teams, the guy is just an all-around freak.
He has all the tools, but he needs to put them together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think he's still very raw.
Yes.
But for two teams that need strikers, I mean, we're talking about Newcastle, Isak is out the door. Isak is definitely not out the door at the moment, but
We have cost and ability left. For me, the lowest one of the three is cost.
Yeah, this is too much money.
75, I wouldn't say it's the market for a freak like that. Like, if he turns out to be good, you could potentially be looking at a steal.
Not necessarily a steal, but that's fair value. Like,
no, because if Sesko fills his potential, this is a steal. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the potential, his ceiling is very high.
His ceiling could be potentially one of the best strikers in the world. Like, you're talking about top 5 striker in the world potential.
Does he do that at Newcastle? Does he do that at Manchester United?
I mean,
like
Isak kind of did.
Yeah,
Isak took it to another level, but
I think there is a potential.
Isak scored 6 goals before he left he scored 6 goals. So in La Liga. So I give it a 6.5 for cost.
That's a little low.
There
I
are
gave it a 7.
I gave it a 7.
7.
I went 7.5. I think nowadays, if you're looking at the striker market, I mean, Gyökeres was 75 mil. I think it's around there.
Yeah, but now this is a question that I have to bring up. Osimhen was how much?
Osimhen's probably around 75
probably
mil.
10 out of 10 for cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that's
No, but
value.
I'm saying this was on the market, you know?
It's not, but I think that situation was such an anomaly that there was no other striker in that.
But also you have to look into Osimhen's wages also, because Osimhen was 500K a week.
And this is not even rage bait, but I know Sesko has in his contract, there's a gentleman's agreement that only clubs that he deems special, he gets to break his contract thing for.
Insane preference.
I don't think United or Newcastle get that special treatment.
Okay,
interesting.
So, yeah, that's a rage bait. Maybe Newcastle, but United's definitely in there because we tried to get him the last 3 summers.
I don't think so.
And ability?
Yeah. I'm lower on Sesko than others, I believe, because I think he's rawer than we think. Like, it might take him one season to acclimatize. I have him as an 8.
I have 8 as well.
I thought
you were going 7,
yeah.
7.5.
No.
Because in terms of ability, this guy is an insane finisher. He's very physical. I think he fits the Prem. And honestly, I like these new types of strikers that only focus on scoring goals, because I feel like we've lost that in the past.
But he has the link-up play too.
He does, and that's what makes him good.
He has that in a league where he can bitch every defender. In the Premier League,
Bro,
he will not be
he's
able
got
to
the
link
X
up.
factor.
I don't know. I watched this guy. He might
he's
have
like
the
this.
largest vertical leap I've ever seen from a striker.
He does, but he's thin. He's really, really thin.
Yeah, but that doesn't. It's more about how you use it than how much you got on it. You know.
Are you saying?
One player in.
It's all about how you use it, not about how much you got.
Are you
there.
quoting Stanman right now?
I'm quoting.
It's not about the size of the wave. It's about the motion in the ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
much
But my
what it is.
total grade is 7.5, which gives it a B.
Ooh, I said 8 for ability and then an 8 total.
Yeah, I got an A as well, 8 average. I think the confidence he brings to any team is what you need from a striker.
Yep. Especially at United, where they already have all the technical and shit like that. So
Yeah.
you just literally need a guy to just be raw and
It's
go
the final
for it.
piece. That's what it is.
I gave Sesko a 7.5 overall, which means that his total is 7.75, puts him comfortably in B tier.
Good grading. Good
The
one.
metrics on
it's a good barometer for the rest of
metrics
the
on
video.
that might look a little bit bad in the future.
Yeah.
We could look back.
When Sheshko went to Ballon d'Or, you're right.
I would
might
have
get
picked him at A.
I don't think Sheshko ever gets nominated for Ballon d'Or.
It's a valid thing to say.
He's
That's
gonna
not
score.
crazy.
He'll score 18.
Maybe shortlist.
So the next transfer, boys, we are still in the Premier League. Let's take a look of who may be making the move. Eze is one of Crystal Palace's most important players for this upcoming season. However, Arsenal are keen to bring him to the Emirates for 55 million euros. What do we rank this transfer?
This could have been an S tier transfer.
Oh, we are severe misunderstanding on this
This could have
one.
been an S tier transfer, but it's going to Arsenal, which just bro, I love Eze. I've been glazing Eze for like 2 seasons. It's just Arsenal right now do not need Eze.
Tactical fit, horrible in my opinion.
Yeah.
I said 7.
I said 6.5.
I gave it a 5. This
That is
screams
not a
of a Grealish to Man City. It screams.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Amazing. Grealish was even better than Eze in mid-table.
Grealish broke
Yeah,
the
but that's
Premier
a
League
mentality
transfer.
difference.
Oh yeah, because Eze is like 28 years old or 27 years old right now.
But what's the
that's-
parallels with Grealish?
So a heavy dribbling forward that has all the responsibility in his team going into a possession-based team that does not fit him at left wing. Perfect, almost like perfect parallel.
That's
But
it.
I gave it a 5 for fit because also you have Max Dowman and Waneri coming in. He does not fit the central attacking midfielder. He's going to be played out of position at left wing.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8 just because of his tactical versatility. This guy could play left wing, he could play cam, he could even play right wing at times. So I think for Arsenal, he encapsulates what you want as a player.
Considering
And
last
it fits
season it was the Trossard
Yeah.
show whenever we were cooked. And, I mean,
Exactly.
Trossard was good, but
He
still.
doesn't have, if he plays left wing, he doesn't have the pace to beat players wide. He
Like, you're not
is
using
more
him
of a
to his best
central player.
ability.
He doesn't have a wing back that's overlapping him because Luis Kelly always plays in midfield. He always inverts. He never plays.
But you
it's
say that-
terrible
you say
fit.
that-
what would
but
you have
like-
given Cherky as fit?
Exactly.
Cherky, Arsenal's a bad fit also.
No, Cherky at City.
But Cherky at City's a better fit.
Why is City allowed to do these things but Arsenal isn't?
Because they have overlapping fullbacks, which means Cherky's going to play more in the middle. A left winger at Arsenal, a Leao would have been an amazing tactical fit.
You're assuming that Arteta just forces his wingers to play touchline.
Unless you're planning on overlapping Zinchenko or Miles Lewis Kelly, then yeah, it's not going to be it's not going to be pretty.
You're also forgetting like there's a Gyökeres nowadays that will be running in behind himself.
That's like saying Haaland with Grealish. It just
exactly.
never fit.
So
It
that
never
automatically opens up a lot of space for someone like
No.
Eze to dribble.
But Grealish
No.
became shit. It wasn't about the
fit. No, Grealish didn't become bad.
Grealish was a mentality issue.
No, okay, so
I mean, no.
whatever. We
But
got the fit out of the way.
on to cost.
I'm saying 9 for cost.
I said an 8 because I do think Premier League wise, like considering the money that's being thrown around there, I think 55 mil for a bang on starter at a Premier League club.
9 is a bit crazy.
Bro,
9 is crazy, I find.
No,
Because-
because objectively, if Juventus signed Eze right now for 55 million, I'd
Yes,
be doing
but
backflips.
that's because he look, 55 mil for
Bro,
what
Poop
he
Miners
is.
went for like
old is
75.
he?
That's 80.
He's
That's
27 or 28.
Yeah. So
don't
I
think-
give
he's not
it a
28.
Check the age.
I give it an 8 because I do think, like, yes, it's a good deal. I think looking at like an Olise who left Crystal Palace for like the same amount, it makes it a little bit like 9. I can't
But
give
why
it.
are you comparing it to like?
I
the
give it
steal of the
7.5.
decade?
Yeah, that's true. But I just think like
27. He's 27 years
yeah.
old.
coming out of Crystal Palace, maybe his resale value in a couple of years won't be as high. Like 50 is just a fair price. 8 is
I gave it 7.5.
yeah.
7.5 cost.
But I'm very high on ability here. I think I'm very high. I gave it 8.5 for ability. He's an amazing player.
I gave it an 8.
I give it a 7.5. Like he's a good player, but
What did you give Sheshko?
Sesko and 8. I think Sesko
No,
is
I
a
have
better
Eze
player.
higher than Sesko.
That's crazy. I've
in
done the
ability.
same, but to say that Sesko is better than Eze after not proving anything.
I have total
I mean-
7 for this transfer. I
7.
don't love it, but I also don't think it's horrible.
I have total 8.
I'm at
puts it in low
around
8 tier.
yeah, I'm at around B tier, 7.83.
I gave him a 7.5 overall, which means that his average is 7.58. That puts him into B tier with Benjamin Sesko.
A bit overrated in my mind, but
A bit underrated in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's lower. He's lower
instantly
than
turns
Sesko.
into a terrible FPL asset if he's at Arsenal.
true.
Sesko's better.
Boys, we are not done with the London clubs yet. It looks like Spurs may be making a move for a Bundesliga player. Let's see who it is. After an underwhelming stint at Bayern, Joao Palhinha is looking to rejuvenate his career by heading back to the Premier League. Spurs are very keen to get him for 30 million euros. Is this a good deal?
For some reason, I've always taken a liking to Palhinha. I think this guy is just in the Premier League. He was just like a defensive demon. It felt like he was a wall that covered the entire, like he defended the final third the entire way. So I don't know why it didn't work at Bayern, but Spurs do have a lot of defensive midfielders.
Yeah.
So the fit isn't great.
Oh, I would say that I actually went quite high on the tactical fit. I went with an 8 just because of the fact of Thomas Frank, he loved Norgard. Norgard was essential for his team. And Palhinha, if he does that position, I think he's going to cook. In
Norgard was more like on the ball though than
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
Palhinha
we
would
know
be.
that Palhinha on the ball is not great, but I think he's such a specialist at tackling and defensive duties that if he could just do that at Spurs, that's a great addition.
He was amazing at Fulham because they played so deep. He was horrible at Bayern because they played so high. Tottenham's going to be a bit in between them this year, so I think I have it as a 7.
I also
not
have it as a
horrible, but
7.
it's not amazing.
I have a 7 as well. I do think that back in the Prem, somewhere that he's comfortable, I'm sure you'll see an increase in better performances.
but I think his peak is behind him, to be honest.
It'd be very
Yeah,
tough to
he's
recapture that
aging.
Fulham form. But we'll see. We'll see.
But who do they not play then? I mean, Bentancur's been a band-aid but Bentancur's also been more on the ball.
And Pape Mate Sarr is undroppable in that team.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
so you're playing Sarr, Palhinha,
And Bergval just got a new contract. They seem to really rate him.
and
Yeah, Bergvall is a
But they will
baller.
have CL ball too.
and Gray.
yeah.
lot
And
of rotation.
Archie Gray.
which was 40 mil last year.
Yeah.
There's
So
a
like,
lot of cooks in the
what's the exactly? What's the point?
Yeah, I agree. But cost-wise, boys, what do you think?
I don't know if I went insanely high, but I said 9 for cost.
You
Bro.
did go insanely high. I
Bro,
went 7.5.
I did
For
7.
30 mil, bro.
Yeah, I went 8.5.
He's almost
million
30,
is,
no.
But at 30 million, what kind of players are you? How much did you pay for Casemiro?
But once again, and Casemiro was fucking just won the Champions League being
I don't
the
care.
CDM.
And then
you're
you're paying-
comparing Palhinha, who just busted at Bayern, didn't even get starts
Yeah, but-
in any
But
important
Yeah, but
Palhinha
league.
was
listen.
better in the Premier League than Casemiro was. We
Okay,
have that
sure.
basis.
But that's
Palhinha's 30.
30 years old.
30,
That's
exactly.
fine. In modern era, quoting Varvar from
Casemiro was
yesterday,
28 when he joined, and he just
30
won
is,
CL.
30 is the new 27.
Yeah.
Players last longer. Pause.
You did not just compare Palhinha to Casemiro. What the are we doing?
Casemiro
here,
was
bro?
ass in the Prem.
Oh my
Palhinha was
god.
Palhinha's proven that he's been that guy in the Prem.
The issue is that it's not a player that automatically becomes a starter, and you've spent a lot of money on other players.
What's 30 mil?
I know 30 mil is like it's more of like an opportunity buy, but I don't think it'll pan out. That's the problem.
It's not nothing, bro. That's AC Milan.
That's the only trophy that Man United is.
Conversations. But on to ability now. I put him as a 7. I have
too.
7 across the board for him. I do think that he's a decent
Yeah.
player. I don't think he'll be a superstar, but
7.5 for ability.
No, once again, I put it a 7. Just, brother, he's not that good on the ball. He's just
Yeah.
fully defensive duties. If he could just do that, then he's great. But then if you give him more responsibility, it gets
He's a
little
specialist, but if Thomas Frank wants a specialist, that means he has something in mind for him.
Exactly.
I don't know if we're allowed to give Thomas Frank that ineffability factor like Pep. Like if Pep wants you, it's because he has a
In
job for
certain
you.
systems, his ability is low key like an 8.5, but in
Yeah.
other systems, it's like a 6.
Bro,
so
Fulham. Who's the manager at Fulham when Palhinha was there a couple?
it was it's the same Marco Silva. It's the same manager.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was like 3 seasons.
Yeah, I get a total 7.33. I have it in C tier.
I got it 7.66, so low B tier.
I got 7.83, so B tier.
So I gave him a 7 overall, which means that his total is 7.46, putting him into C tier, our first entry. But now, boys, let's get to the next transfer. A January transfer for Juventus, Kolo Muani impressed with 8 goals and 16 games for the black and white outfit. Juve are looking to bring him back on a permanent basis for 55 million euros. Is this a good deal?
Listen, this brother, this brother's amazing in my eyes. This brother's amazing.
You
in my
are
eyes.
an enjoyer of Kolo Muani.
Kolo Muani is sick at dribbling. He's fast runner. He's physical. He's everything you need in Serie A.
So
Maybe not in the Premier
he's
League.
Thierry Henry reincarnated.
Low-key plays like
damn.
him. He low-key plays like him. Doesn't mean he's the same level as him. He plays like him.
I want to know the Twitter comps that compared Thierry Henry to Kolo Muani. Those Juve Twitter dogs.
Look how they
I'm
slandered
saying
my boy.
for fit in Serie A, for Juventus, it's already been proven that it's a good fit. The guy scored a bunch of goals in half a season. I said 9 for fit.
My fit would have been higher had you not signed Jonathan David. I think I would have had 9 also for fit had you not signed Jonathan David.
Are we not allowed to have 2 good strikers?
Yeah, honestly,
You
I didn't take that in mind because, brother, like you said, I think
You would
Juventus
shit-
needs another
you would
striker.
shit on us
No,
for
but
not
that's
having 2
that's
good
like
ones.
saying Joao Pedro. You wouldn't. But Jonathan
Exactly.
David didn't join to be a backup striker. He didn't.
But who cares what they joined for?
Oh,
a
so
player.
you're just creating unhappiness within the squad.
Okay,
that's
Liam
gonna-
Delap is going to cause a revolution at Chelsea.
But
But
Tudor-
Liam Delap didn't join to be a starter.
okay, so Joao Pedro is going to do a revolution at Chelsea.
But João Pedro's the starter. If Nicholas Jackson stays, yes, there will be a revolution at Chelsea.
Yeah, but
You will get
Juventus'
this.
manager has shown that he could play with a 2-striker system, and I think Kolo Muani
But then where
can
does
easily
Yildiz come into all this? And then you sign
Yildiz can.
Conceição for
no,
what
listen,
reason?
listen. Two strikers, Kolo Muani and Jonathan David, Yildiz Cam,
Then Conceição goes where? That you just spent
Conceição.
35 million.
Bro, are you not allowed to have extra players? Are you not
are.
allowed to
You
rotate
are.
Apparently
tactical
not.
fit?
Apparently
Bro,
not.
either Serie A is dog
Yeah.
shit because we don't do things like add depth, or we're like it doesn't make sense.
But
Be consistent.
Kolo Muani is not a 2 striker. He's not the perfect striker.
Joao,
he's
but
not
you're
2 striker
just
up top,
disagreeing with anything
so
I
he's
say on
fit to 2
purpose.
strikers up top, but he's also fit to 1 striker. He's basically the best striker in the
Jonathan
world.
David,
That's
Jonathan,
I think. Go ahead.
Jonathan David would be the support to Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani would be the in behind.
Okay.
Marcus Thuram, Lautaro.
But
Except
Marcus
both of those
Thuram
guys
by
are
himself
support
up top would be absolute dog shit.
Yeah. So would Jonathan
And
David.
Lautaro up top by himself would be absolute dog shit.
But Barbara, we've seen it last year that Kolo Muani could play alone as well. So I don't understand what you're
I don't
trying
think
to
the
say.
2 striker fits him personally.
But he played the 2 striker last year and scored how many goals? 8 goals in half a season? 10
Decent
goals in
amount.
half a season?
I give it 8.
I gave
You're
it 8.
acting like I said he's the worst fit possible. I'm just saying it would have been a lot higher had you not signed Jonathan David and given him a decently high wage.
Yeah.
I think 8 squad fit because he's already spent a year there. He understands how it works. He's played with Igor Tudor as well. Like, I do think that bringing back a player that's familiar with the club is a very good piece of business. Even for 55 mil, let's get into cost, but 55 mil, I do think it is value, but somewhat expensive. I'm gonna go 7.5. on
No.
that.
I think I also went 7.5.
I went
This is
to-
not money that Juve can really afford to spend.
But we do it every summer, and we just proven that we could do it every
But
summer.
once again, like the striker market is very limited. I think 55 mil for a striker who's, let's say, proven. I mean, he's also played for the France national team in the World Cup. Like, I give it an 8. Like, I think cost-wise, you're getting a good deal.
That's fair. 7.5.
I give it a
similar.
6.5. I'm not.
6.5 is stupid because
I think it's true because it's not like a what if at Juve. Like he's played a year at Juve,
Yeah, and he's not
Exactly.
been fucking out of the world good.
but he's been their best striker.
But you want-
very
he's
clearly.
Best striker when you're playing against Vlahovic is not that big of a.
Can you look
thing.
at his output? Have you not
I think
watched
it was like 16 games, 7 goals, if I'm not mistaken.
His output was.
But he played
pretty
very well.
good. He played very well.
Like you
He
can tell the
won
quality.
Player of the Month in the first month, which he was amazing. He
Scored
started
versus-
off.
scored
He
versus
started off
Brentford,
amazing.
assisted versus
Started off
Brentford.
amazing. But once again, after that, he was nothing special. 16 goals, 16 games, 8 goals. Over the course of a season, it's 15 goals. Yeah, it's good. For 55 mil, though.
It's not. It's like 17 goals.
Okay,
Which is
starting
great.
38 games, then
Bro,
yeah,
if
sure.
you can guarantee me a 17 to 20 goal striker, I'm very happy with that.
But that's not guaranteed. That's 16 goals over 34 games. That's probably what he's going to get.
That's also hypothetical. They moved around coaches. Like, to me, it's the question. Like, for ability, I think he's a 7.5. I don't think it's obviously a Sesko level player, but
I give it 8 for
I give it
ability.
I gave it 8.
how much did you guys give Sesko?
8. I think it's similar.
Similar?
Right now.
Sheshko has the ability to be better. He has the higher ceiling, but Kolo Muani is just more
I
refined.
think that's
right
a
now.
hot take.
No.
Well, no, it's
Oh,
I don't look at what ifs. Like I don't look at his vertical and say like, oh, that makes him better than Kolo Muani.
The qualities that Sesko have are better than Kolo
Such a
Muani's.
hipster.
It's really
You
not.
have the picture in your head of Sheshko putting his leg up in the air.
Sesko is insane. Like the finishing, like whatever. We're not talking about Sesko. For Kolo Muani, obviously, he's a good player. I'll give him that.
Oh,
I do think-
we can't forget about Kolo Muani in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, tore it up, but who didn't?
But we also
But-
can't forget about Kolo Muani in Ligue 1.
Didn't tear it up.
But what I will say is that there's not many athletic strikers in Serie A. right?
Yes.
Like he's probably up there as probably either one of or if the most athletic striker. If you really think about it, and that's why
That's very sad.
It's that's just the reality of it.
You got a Moise Kean, probably the most athletic, if
I
anything.
think Kolo Muani and Moise Kean.
Exactly.
Okay, but now for 55 mil, you would have gotten Moise Kean out of. But once again,
That's
Moise
also a
Kean,
good deal.
Juventus is
That would have
not-
looked bad. That would have looked really bad because you sold him for beans.
Just the
is
optics.
not a good striker.
No, Moise Kean is insane.
Moise Kean's
not
good,
insane,
but
but he's
you,
very
you
good.
just
How many times are you guys
just
gonna get fooled by
Juventus is
Moise
not
Kean?
gonna.
He's good. He's a good player. Brother, you don't just stumble to be the top scorer of a league.
I'm so sure that he
wasn't
will
the
not
top
score
scorer.
more than
Second top
He will
scorer.
not score more than like 16 goals.
For 55 mil, I think you low-key could have gotten Retegui out of Atalanta too.
I didn't want Retegui.
I think he's not a sure thing. I'm gonna be honest.
But you see, like,
One has
50
played in
What
a
makes
World Cup
Kolo
final.
Muani a sure thing? then?
55 mil, I'm taking Kolo
Already
Muani
played
over
a-
But
Retegui.
Kolo Muani started for fucking France in a World Cup.
Yeah.
And he missed the
Missed
fucking
the
goal.
biggest
He missed the
important,
most important goal France would have ever
So
scored.
so when Man United was signing Emiliano Martinez, or they were in talks, that was the best save in the World Cup final.
Yeah.
Now it's the best miss in a World Cup final.
there it is.
So
That
what's the situation on
So
that?
when I'll tell you what happens, okay, Pala?
Let me give you the rough.
When
Let
a
me put this
striker
down.
shoots and the goalie saves it, there's a save and a miss. It goes hand in hand.
What makes a good save?
When a player shoots at the goalkeeper.
But if it's
That's
on
not
Yeah,
a
but it's
save.
either a good shot.
That's a miss.
No.
Well, no,
It's
you
either a
didn't
good
miss
shot or a
that.
good save.
It was
Oh,
a
so
save.
the ball just hit Emi Martinez when he's like this.
Well, no,
Exactly.
save.
If
So
it's the
it's
best
either-
save ever, that means it wasn't a good shot.
A player misses and saves at the same time.
As stocks are decreasing.
I don't know. We're gonna have to check the
Whoever
dictionary.
sucks in
for
the
that.
It's
Now,
either
I
a
gotta
good
say-
shot or a good save.
Yeah.
You can't have both.
Yeah.
But boys, what are your overalls for Kolo Muani?
I had a 8.17, so low A tier.
Yeah, me too.
7.5 B tier.
I gave Kolo Muani a 7.83 overall, which means that his total is 7.92, putting him into B tier, but he is the highest B tier so far.
We get gypped. We got gypped over here.
Goddamn.
Doing the Lord's work.
Gypped.
But boys, we are not done with Juventus. Let's check out the next transfer. Kenan Yildiz is one of Juventus' brightest stars. However, reports are coming out that he may not even be there for next season, with Chelsea looking to buy him for 75 million euros. Is this a good deal?
Let me put this out there. It's not happening. If this
Hypothetical.
happens, if this happens, I'll do egregious things.
Like what?
You'd crash out.
I buy a
Imagine
Yildiz. I
generational
buy a
crash out.
Chelsea Yildiz kid and become a Chelsea fan. This
Like,
season.
imagine selling Yildiz and buying. Maybe that's where the Kolo Muani money's coming from. The sale of Yildiz, the
gotta fund
hypothetical
it somehow,
sale of
right?
Yildiz.
The money's got to come from somewhere.
Yeah. Then you can play two strikers and it makes sense.
It's possible by the time we release this, and this is a very big possibility. You might not even see this, people, but I think he's going to sign a new contract. We already rejected Chelsea. We're going to sign a new contract for Yildiz by the end.
I
of this
pray
video.
he does. I pray he signs a new contract because then Garnacho to Chelsea becomes more and
That's
more
a highway right there.
possible.
But-
that would be the dream.
But squad fit, gentlemen, I'm just going to start it off. I gave this a low grade. I gave it a 6.5.
I gave
Why?
this
6.5.
I gave this a 10.
This is an 8.
10?
I gave
10
this
is
a
Squad
10.
fit. Squad ability
they
is
just signed Dino Gittins. They're
Yes.
about to sign
I
Xavi
don't
Simmons.
give a
This punt is
shit.
not playing.
I gave this a 10.
Bro,
He's the
Juve-
best out of all of those
Juve's
shitters.
best player will be a second stringer.
He does what Pedro Neto
No.
does, just at a much better rate. This is a
once
10.
again-
Transfer value will not get him a starting spot. We've seen it many times over at
will.
Chelsea.
No, but 65 was Bino Gittins level. I'm saying
This guy
give
gave him
5
10.
games.
I have to drop my grade because we have to
10
average
is
this
nuts.
out.
I can't lie.
It'll
10 is
average
nuts.
out. It'll average out.
I,
This is a
I
10.
think the most reasonable here is me with 8 because he's versatile once again. He could play left wing, cam, right wing. He could play.
He
Even,
doesn't start in any of those
he's played
positions.
starts
false
left
9
wing.
as well.
He's better than Pedro Neto. He's better
Xavi
than Bino
Simmons
Gittins.
is better than him
He's
right
gonna
now.
get
No,
the
he's not.
Nkunku treatment. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
he will
he
be
will.
playing.
Xavi
He will be
Simmons-
playing
Xavi
Bro,
regular
Simmons-
Europa
Nkunku did
League.
10 times more than Yildiz before
Bro,
joining Chelsea and he didn't even
Yildiz
start.
is cream. He's the creme de la creme.
Nkunku was way
He
better than
rises to the
Yildiz.
top. He rises to the top.
Oh
Wherever,
my
whatever
God.
setting you put Yildiz in, he becomes one of the best.
You played in one fucking setting.
No, he hasn't. He played in Turkey and became the best player.
And he's become a bench player. Well, not a bench player, sorry, that's a bit too slanderous. Goulaire was 10 times better than fucking Yildiz for, yes, he was.
Bro, you're not Turkish like I am.
Yeah.
You didn't watch Turkey like that with that.
No, I really
10
don't
squad
see.
fit is pure blindness.
This is just greed. This is greed. You're buying a player for 75 mil, which would break transfer records in every other league, and
Bro,
bench
he's way better than Gittins and Neto. Way better.
Gittins, maybe. Pedro Neto's proven more
Bro,
than him.
he does. No, he has not.
Yes,
those
he has.
players,
I
those players that
stop
are
rating
currently at
Prem
Chelsea,
players for no reason.
those players at Chelsea, if they see Yildiz coming in for 75 mil, they're saying, "What am I doing here?"
What
is
they're
the price?
giving him
Put
the
the price
stall.
aside.
They're
That's
giving him
squad
the
fit.
stall right next to the
No.
bathroom.
No, we're
Who
not.
the is this Kenan
Hold on,
joining
we're
us.
not including price with the squad fit. That's two separate.
I'm not, but squad fit. You see a marquee signing come in because that would be a marquee
Yeah.
signing, 75 mil.
No,
You're
win it.
gonna
Because
say,
nobody gives a shit about Byron Gins. And it was
but Byron
65
Gins
million
going to say,
pounds.
okay, then where am I getting my minutes? Pedro Neto's going to go and say, okay, where am I getting my minutes?
Xavi Simmons, who's about to join, is saying,
Like,
where am I getting my minutes? And
But
Kunku's
Xavi
joined.
And then
Simmons, we
Yildiz is
can't
going to say,
really
where am
talk
I getting
about
my
that 'cause
minutes?
it's not- it's a
there's
hypothetical,
there's
right?
so
Kenan
many
Yildiz
minutes.
will start.
He will not be starting.
He will start.
I think he will.
Xavi Simmons is not hypothetical. It's practically almost done. So you can't say that's
Well, then I
hypothetical.
think they're either going for Xavi Simmons or Yildiz. They
No,
won't go for
it's
both.
both.
No,
Which is stupid.
I
But,
really
but
don't see
anyways,
that
I think squad fit we're seeing different numbers, but cost
10.
6.
10.
No, Kostic's got to be a bit lower. I went with 7, middle of the
6.
pack.
For Chelsea, it's a 6. Juve, this is like a 9,
Bro,
in my opinion.
If they get 70.5 mil, you're happy. Like you're saying, that's a good value for Juve.
I think you don't sell him at all. But
I think the
75 mil.
optics are really bad, but 75 mil is what Yildiz like. I'm
Bro,
not
this
saying-
is in my
It's
opinion,
high.
this is a 90 million player.
in your opinion though.
But he's not.
And you're
it's
biased.
not like he's 25.
Okay,
Listen,
in my opinion,
21.
Ahmad Diallo's an 120 mil player. Does that make him worth 120 mil? No.
Okay, but I can understand you saying that we shouldn't sell him for less than 90, 100. I can see that being a
Yes,
reality.
but that doesn't mean that if someone pays 100 mil for Ahmad, that makes it a good cost.
Like
Yeah, but this is 75. This is below what I'm saying.
the way
75 mil for a player that won't start. He will
will.
not
He will
start.
start.
He will start.
He will not
But,
start.
but the way
wouldn't.
I'm seeing it, the reason why I dropped it lower is like a Luis Diaz went for 75 mil. Are you saying Yildiz is better than Luis Diaz?
Yildiz has a way higher
Diaz right
ceiling.
now is
Maybe
a better player than
potential-wise.
Yildiz.
Potential-wise, Yildiz
Bro,
in the long run is a better
Luis
investment.
Diaz is
Yeah.
f***ing
But also cost
28?
Luis Diaz. What would we have given Luis Diaz for 75 mil cost-wise? I'm giving that a 5.
Yeah,
Four.
very low.
Bro, this guy's
6.
how old? 28?
28. But he's better player than Yildiz right now.
So it balances out. Older but better versus younger but higher potential.
But Yildiz, you know he will have more resale value in the future if you were to sell.
If he busts, we've seen better players do worse at Chelsea.
We've seen
And
better players do
Kunku
bust.
yeah.
dropped 50 goals and assists before he left for Chelsea. And then look
and
at what he did at
relegated in
Chelsea.
Conference League games.
And he's worth less.
Yildiz is bust
And we
proof.
would have given that cost because they signed him for 55 mil, 60 mil. We would have probably given that cost a 9 or 10.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
would have seen it as value,
Yeah, and he's worth less now.
The baller.
which is crazy. But listen, that does not take away from his ability. I gave him an 8.5.
8.
I gave it 8.5.
I
gave
think
it an
that
8.
he is a gem. I think he's a fantastic player. Could be one of Serie A's brightest stars if he stays at Juve. I think 8.5 is justified, which means my overall is a 7. If you guys, I don't know what you guys
Mine's
have.
a 9.5.
Is it actually?
Yep.
Bro,
He's
10,
going to
10, 8.5.
single-handedly push him up to A tier.
yeah, it's crazy.
Damn. Well, I have him at 7.66, which is a B, but
7.16.
Do the math, Millie. Do the math.
This is purely stupid. Once
not.
again. This is another Dembele.
I wish there was a reality where I can show you guys what Yildiz would do at Chelsea without him having to play for Chelsea.
We're going to need to see if that one falls through or follows through. But now, on to the next transfer, boys. This is probably the biggest on the list. And what would arguably be the biggest transfer of the season, Alexander Isak is looking to head to Liverpool for £150 million, breaking the British transfer record. Boys, is this an S-tier transfer?
Millie definitely thought he cooked with that falls or follows.
That one's just off the dome.
Well, he definitely did cook.
That was off the dome.
He definitely cooked on that one. This is an absolute bomba. This is what you guys are all here for. Isak to Liverpool. We've been debating this off camera as much as probably you guys have been thinking about it. Squad fit.
Pre-Ekitike, this is a 9.5 squad fit. I'm not
Yes.
gonna cap.
Yes. But
9.5.
Yeah.
Bro, this is that would
I give it a 10.
10. I gave
this
it a
is
10.
a tactical
Current
fit.
10?
I gave
Yes,
it a 10.
current
That's
10. I
just
gave it a
pure
10.
blindness and
No.
stupidity.
Oh
This is
my
the same
God.
exact thing with Yildiz.
You have to take out a point for
Brother,
for the-
you're still like the fit. This guy automatically makes you even better than you were before. He fits with the Salah links.
He's gonna be played out of position at Liverpool because he's not a left winger. He's not now left. He's not now left
But
winger.
you
If
know
you're
he can
bringing
play
him-
striker, he can play left winger.
Yes.
And you know he's
Sure.
proven
100%.
everything.
But
It's a pro in my
I'm
opinion.
keeping the
why he's
logic
an 8.
consistent.
He's an 8.
I think Isak will, like I said for Yildiz, Yildiz would carve out a starting spot at Chelsea. I think the same thing for Isak. I didn't knock off that point. I knocked off a point because Liverpool have proven time and time again they play with a false 9. And they tried Darwin Núñez with an out-and-out striker, and it just didn't work.
And
These guys need a false 9 with Salah, and if you have like their current setup does not, they would have to change their whole system for an out-and-out.
But once again, Isak is the type of player to drop down and play the balls. Pause. Holy shit.
But Ekitike is gonna be the striker.
down.
He's the type of striker to come towards the ball and
He's not
play
gonna
along
play
with that.
striker, bro. You're really
He's
gonna
not a good
see.
striker?
He's not gonna play striker. He's not going to play
left wing.
striker. Ekitike is going to play striker.
So even if he plays left wing, the brother is...
He's not a left winger.
But he's
a
played there
very
for
amazing
Newcastle
player, but
too.
that's where the ability comes into play. The tactical fit is not that good. Liverpool have never played two striker formation. They could. I'm not, like, once again, I
just
gave it
'cause
an
they've
8.
never played it,
I
doesn't
gave it
mean
an
that
8. It's still a good grade. I'm not saying... Perfect tactical fit is what he did at Newcastle, literally pluck and put him right into Liverpool.
No, I disagree because if Liverpool plays with a two-striker system, that's even better of a tactical fit. Because that means he could link up with Ekitike, he could link up with Salah, and still play as a
What would
striker.
Gyökeres be tactical fit if he went to Man United?
9.5.
Why not 10? Because 10, he literally is doing
listen,
exactly what he's doing at Sporting.
I
Yeah,
give
but is
Sesko an
Gyökeres
8.5.
profile what you need?
He's literally the same exact manager, playing the same exact formation, playing like that's a 10.
Yeah, it's a 10 tactical fit.
Makes sense.
Ability and cost, whatever, you can
Then
keep
it
that.
gets knocked down.
But tactical fit, he's not playing the same exact formation. He's not doing, it's just a completely different team. Like, where does Ekitike come into play? Where does Verts come into play? Where does Salah come into play? Where does Gakpo come into play? It's not a perfect tactical fit.
In my opinion, you criticize the Ekitike transfer more than the Isak transfer.
Yes.
Like, you could criticize Ekitike, where does that fit? But if you bring in Isak, that's
I could
number
go
one.
back to over a month ago when Joao Pedro joined Chelsea. You were asking questions. Why sign him when you signed Delap?
Because we're talking about one of the Premier League's best strikers. Like, this is a different category.
But
This
that
is a
goes
different
into
level.
ability.
I get it, but I would ask questions more of Ekitike's fit rather than
What
Isak's
did you
fit.
give it?
I gave it a 10 for squad.
You gave it a 10? I
Yeah,
gave it a 9.
me too.
You gave it
8.
I can see Barber's argument.
Yeah, I could see it too.
Cost?
Into cost though,
150 million pounds
I
is
gave-
not light.
Yeah.
I gave it a 7.
That's a little bit low.
I gave it a 6.5.
It's a little. What?
I went 6, but he is...
6?
Yeah, I went even lower. He is...
Bro,
in the end,
150
he's
million
worth it.
pounds, you know what that is?
I think he's worth it.
Yeah, he
Wait,
is
so
worth it,
Barber,
but-
I kind of understand, bro. This guy's about to put Isak to Liverpool as like a fucking B tier transfer
No,
or A tier
that's
transfer.
not what I'm doing. Trust me. We'll when we speak about ability, we'll re-get those
Yeah,
points.
no problem.
But my issue is the cost with this transfer because 150 million pounds is a British
But-
record fee, and he obviously has proven to deserve a British record fee. But 150 million pounds that you were getting a couple of years ago, that's Mbappe.
Yeah.
Like
Couple? It's not a couple.
That was
a
like 10
couple of years ago, that's Mbappe,
That's like
bro.
fucking how many years?
That was
ago?
10 years ago almost. No? Not even. Not
Yeah.
No,
six
it's
or
like
seven?
6, 7, 6.
But 6, 7. But 100, but 150 million pounds, you could go. I'm not even kidding. If for 150 million pounds, I think you could go get Rafinha out of Barcelona. I'm not even kidding.
But you would
but-
argue that shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a good transfer. I think Isak's the better transfer.
I don't know.
This guy just used it.
But Isak Rafinha,
Agenda, switch.
Isak Rafinha,
Is what?
similar level players. But Isak's not winning a Ballon d'Or. Is he?
This is Newcastle.
But Isak,
Bro, you said Isak's better than Haaland last year.
Yeah, we've praised Isak
But
to
what,
be one of the top
maybe
strikers in the world.
spurts of form, I've said that.
No, you
This guy
said
has
it.
no fucking consistency
Whatever.
ever.
You got me. You got me.
Ability 9.5.
Yeah,
I didn't even
9.5.
say my cost. I didn't even say my cost yet. I said cost is 8. What'd you guys say?
cost is
You gave 6.
6.
Say, I gave 7.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy, bro. It's
6,
Isak.
7.
Ability, I
enough.
gave 10.
10.
You will not find a better, like a striker at that
Bro,
caliber for
ability
that price.
10, once again,
available
is
on the
Haaland,
market.
Salah, Mbappe.
And none of those guys are untouchable. Untouchable. This is.
But it's not about what attainable.
I could see
yeah,
an
ability is 9.5.
But for the strikers that
So
are
then,
available.
according on the transfer market, then fucking Sesko should be like a 9.
What's
because
Bruno on ability?
I give him an 8.
he's a 9.5 probably.
And Isak's better than him, so 10.
No, Isak's on the same level as
I
him.
love using Varver's bias against him. It's
No,
great.
I think Isak is as sure of a sure thing that you can find right now.
Yes, but that doesn't make him a 10.
Bro, it makes him a 10 because there's a lot of 10s. Kane, Isak, Haaland, these are all just 10s.
No, because strikers, Isak has not proven himself on the world stage yet. Like he's proven himself in the Premier League, but like for Sweden, and he's good. He's not. Like,
He was good
He's
for Sweden.
insane
yeah, but
for
he's not.
Sweden.
He's not like no. Gyökeres is actually better than him for Sweden.
Bro, Sweden is
Gyökeres
fast.
just finished as the top scorer for. But once again, like he's not. He goes through hot patches and cold patches. The top 10 does not have cold patches.
I can
But
see both sides of the
Haaland had
argument.
full patches last season.
We're talking about we're clutching at straws here.
Yeah.
Like the difference is so.
I said 9. My total is a 9.
My total is a 9 as
8.
well.
8. A. It's still an A for me.
Yeah, for me it's an S tier, 8.5.
And I gave him a 9 overall, which means that his total is 8.63, making him our first S-tier transfer. I think that is exactly where he should be. However, gentlemen, the next one is not at the same level. We're going to have to talk about it anyways, though. Let's see the next transfer. Napoli are looking to bring in another Premier League legend with Raheem Sterling for 25 million euros. Is this a good deal?
Bro, I love to hate on Serie A as much as the next guy, but
This is brutal. This
bro,
is a brutal
Sterling is just washed.
High fit for me, to be honest.
High fit.
8.
Why?
I
Me
think
too.
he fits
Me too,
actually
8.
well into Serie A.
Me too, 8.
And the current state of Serie A would embrace a Sterling.
That's the only place I gave him an 8.
Give him a
But
six.
once again, yeah, I give him a 6
Why?
because
You know he would go to Serie A and score over 10 goals.
No.
Hey, no, not
that's-
Serie A. To Napoli.
Yeah.
Specifically to Napoli.
Brother,
Like, I'm
that's a
sorry.
good
I
fit
do
then.
not think he's a good player. I think
But that
Napoli,
goes into ability.
Okay, wait. Vavra, you spoke about having too many options. Napoli right now just bought Noah Lang on that same position that Sterling will
Yeah,
play.
but Sterling's more of an inside
Sterling will not
forward.
start over Noah Lang.
That's
he will not.
very hypothetical.
I don't think he
Sterling
will.
has proven 10 times more than Noah Lang in
Yeah,
his
proven
career.
years ago. Kyle Walker proved more than every single player in the
got a
world.
transfer to Club Brugge and he busted. So which club? He got a transfer to a club was not good. So
PSV?
He didn't bust a PSV.
He didn't bust up.
it
PSV.
wasn't. I'm gonna get you the
Yes, it
exact
was.
club.
He went from Club Brugge to PSV actually. Club Brugge, he was a baller.
No see, no hear, no speak.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, like, your argument about having too many players, you could apply it here. The difference between my argument and his is that Sterling will actually not even start here. He won't.
But
He doesn't have the
Noah
same,
Lang
like-
can play in different positions.
I understand
Sure,
that.
but
Then you have a David Neres.
Sterling can also play in different
I
positions.
just don't think
But
that's the
Sterling's
profile
gonna be the
Napoli
right
need.
winger. Like Noah Lang's a left winger. Noah Lang is the Cavada replacement.
Yes.
Yes, it is. That's what it is. And Sterling, Napoli were trying to go for Dan Ndoye. They wanted Dan Ndoye, but they ain't got Dan Ndoye money, so they ended up going for Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
But
I
Dan
just
Ndoye,
don't
once
think
again,
he
he's a
fits
left
well.
winger.
No, Dan Ndoye's a right winger.
No, Orsolini was a right winger.
Look,
Danendo's a left winger.
I disagree.
You're just wrong.
We will
You're
see.
misinformed and wrong.
We'll see what he does in the
But
Prem.
you
He's a
think with
striker, like-
Conte ball with the holding on to that 1-0 lead, they go on the counter. Sterling's going to be that pacey winger that we've
No,
known.
that goes
for
into
some years.
ability.
Yeah. Let's
But
talk
I'm
about.
talking about squad fit. That's the way Conte plays. It does not fit the way Conte plays.
Okay,
in my
I see what you're saying
opinion.
then.
So that is why I gave him a lower
Yeah.
grade. I think it's just because you signed De Bruyne.
Napoli
you
has
signed-
the ability to turn washed players into good players. We all thought Lukaku was washed
But
when he joined.
the thing with Sterling is that this is double washed. He was washed at Arsenal already.
Yeah, but
after
Arsenal,
transferring.
him being
You
not
could
even
argue
a
he was washed
squad
at
player,
Chelsea,
too.
him not being a squad player, Arsenal is acceptable. Arsenal have a top 5 squad in the world probably. So like it's
But
not,
he just wasn't good.
yeah, but that's fine. Not being good at Arsenal means you could still be good at fucking
Wasn't good at Chelsea either.
Napoli. Yeah, but Chelsea and Arsenal are different level clubs right now. You don't
You
understand.
should have both of them.
But Prem is a different level. Sterling, yes, obviously can't play Prem.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm watching the guy. I'm watching him individually play
You
for
watch
Arsenal.
McTominay at Man United, you're gonna say, "Oh, this guy's I'm Max gonna be a decent player in
I
Serie
always
A."
rated
The
him.
tactical fit of McTominay and
He's the
Napoli.
MVP.
No, no, I'm saying McTominay was a decent player before he went to
Yeah.
before he
No,
went
he's
to
the best player in the league.
Okay, not
He's
the
not
best
the best
player.
player.
In the
He
world.
won
He
MVP.
had a very-
He
yeah,
had
he
the
had a
best
great season.
season.
He's a top 5 player in the
He had a
league.
great season.
How do we manage to debate Sterling more than Isak?
Because it's actually incredible how you guys are trying to say that
Okay,
Sterling will
cost.
not play well.
I said 6.
4.
4. What the
I
fuck?
actually put
Sterling
4.
25 mil in
Should be
2025.
free or
year.
should be
Stupid.
nothing.
Should be
I
free.
agree.
Should be not. This guy is
Okay,
not worth.
But
it.
does your squad fit go up? Does your squad fit go up for Sterling if he's free instead of 25 mil?
I still put him at a 6.
That's stupid.
Why?
Like,
Okay,
six is
six
just
points
a
better.
bad
You
rating.
can't flip flop, okay? 25 mil. If it's like your logic that you can flop in the Prem and then go to Serie A and be a don.
But Sterling is not worth 25 mil right now.
But in
Yes.
theory, according to what you're saying, Sterling will jump into Serie A and become one of the league's best, or one of the
I didn't
league's,
say one of the
one of
league's
league's
best.
one of the league's.
He's going to be a serviceable
top,
player, though.
Top 25% winger.
He's going to be a serviceable player.
So for
Serviceable
25
players in
mil,
Serie A
it's
is not
worth it.
25 mil.
I don't know.
You can't say 4. You can't play both
Yeah,
sides
no.
of the coin.
I don't know.
I said
I
6
disagree.
because I see a reality where Sterling becomes
30, bro.
but 25, and then at the end of it,
And,
there's zero
factor
euros.
in, he probably still earns high wages, which
No,
Napoli
no.
will have to
Yes.
give. I think
on
25
300K a
million
week,
with
right?
high
Yeah,
wages,
but-
this is a 5. Max 5. I can't go higher than that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I agree. Like, it's 4. It's
It's
too
too
early.
early.
Bad
It's
cost
too early days. I'm assuming that the wage they pay out Arsenal or whatever, like it's.
But why get
Arsenal
into
have
that
nothing
headache?
to do with this. They didn't buy him.
But
It's Chelsea.
Who's finishing his wage? thing?
Chelsea.
So then Chelsea are gonna pay portion of it. Like how does that work?
I don't know how it's gonna work, but it's gonna.
If they'll find a way, they
He's
always do.
getting his money. Let's just say that.
That's crazy.
and then ability 7 out of 10.
I said 7.
6.5.
A 6. It's
Enough.
we're
He has
talking
a-
about 2025 Sterling. This is not the same Sterling that was at City. I just don't see him at the top level.
6.33 D.
7 C.
5.66 F.
And I gave Sterling a 5.5, which means that his overall is 6.12, putting him into D tier.
Low-key, I want to push him into F.
Should have been F.
No,
Could have
he's
been
in
F.
D. Let him be D.
Pause.
Okay.
How's that a pause?
I don't know. I just felt like saying it.
Everything you
Firms
said.
FC. Firms FC. Stocks down in the mud.
Boys, the next transfer, we are heading back to the Premier League. This time it is Newcastle. Let's take a look. After 19 goals in the Premier League last season, Yoane Wissa is looking to take a step up and head to Newcastle for £35 million. Is this a good deal?
Cost and ability should be decent to good for a guy like Wissa. But I had to take out points somewhere for Newcastle downgrading from Isak to Wissa. So I used fit as the number that I had to drop. So I dropped it to a 6 for fit.
Ripping a brother for something that's out of his control is
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
7.5.
I have exactly 7.5.
That's what I did. 7.5.
So where are you taking the points
The
off?
issue is if Isak stays, then
No, the issue is not if Isak stays. The issue is if Isak stays, this is a low-key like a 9 fit or 9.5 fit because they would play together and it would be perfect.
I see what you're saying.
I think he's a complementary striker rather than the. If you're signing Wissa to be the guy up top,
There's a problem.
This is like a 4 squad fit because he's not the guy. He's not the guy.
But
You're not that guy, pal.
In this case, they would be signing him to be the guy.
No, I think they would sign him on top of another striker.
If that's the case, then yeah, 7.5 makes sense. But if he is the guy, I agree. Maybe he should be dropped a little lower.
So did Brentford just like fold? Like,
I don't know what they're
clubs
doing.
just fold?
I don't know. I don't like.
They always have a plan in the end.
Yeah, but who you're
You
gonna
can't
sign
sell
a whole
you
new
can't
front
sell
three.
your three of your best players and your
That's-
manager and
But again, we said this with Tony, and they figured it out.
That's
Yeah,
that's
but
one
Tony's
player.
one player.
Norgard.
And
Wissa,
Buemo did way more
Mbeumo,
than Tony
Thomas
ever
Frank.
did, by
Did
the
they
way.
buy anyone?
Not that
There's
I-
got to be a plan. They can't just
top of my
sell
head.
for.
They're trying to sign Hutchinson from Ipswich.
Good player.
He was good
Going
at
from
it.
bottom feeder to bottom feeder. But
Guy's a nurse shark.
cost, I'm not a fan of the cost either, to be honest.
Oh,
I give it a
cost-
6.
I like it. I said
Cost-
7.
I gave it a 7.
Holy shit, I went 9. I think cost 35 million. Why is this crazy?
Different ends of the spectrum.
He's 29 years old or 30 years old with 1 year left on his contract.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
1 year left?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that I didn't know in my pricing, but 35 million for a guy who scored 20 Premier League goals last season is
value's
very good.
He
Very,
didn't
very
score
good.
20 Premier League goals.
He scored maybe 16 without pen. He didn't
Okay.
take pens.
He didn't score 20.
Maybe all comps?
Let me check. I got it.
All comps, but only got 1 comp.
FA Cup.
He scored 19, actually.
Yeah, okay. So we're
Not 20.
there.
Wait,
19
didn't
goals,
he take pens or did
You're
Mbeumo
wrong.
take pens? Mbeumo took pens.
And Buemo took pens.
19 goals in the Premier League for a team like Brentford, that's really good.
But he's never gonna redo that. Like he's never gonna redo.
It was like a perfect scenario.
That's
where
like
you
me
had
buying
two
him
other-
Buemo. I know he's not scoring 20.
But the
next
season before, it was pretty high
year.
scoring.
It was
as well.
11.
Okay, not as much, but
Like you're signing a player that's gonna probably score 11 to 10 goals, like something like that, which is a decent
But
return.
Firms, the metrics of 9 for cost when it's like 1 year left, 35 mil. Like
I
zero,
don't know it was 1 year left, but
zero.
35 mil for a proven Premier League striker. Whether I said tactical fit is a different situation, but he's a proven.
But Brentford's a really high scoring team, like very high scoring,
and so
very
is
attacking.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
I mean, Isak didn't just score 23 goals for fun. Like
but
they're
it's
high scoring.
Isak. Well, yeah.
Gordon
also
balled
Murphy,
out.
Murphy scored in goals.
Murphy scored a lot.
It's true.
Ability, I give it a 7.5.
Me too. 7.5.
Yeah,
I gave it a 7.
7.5.
Give it a 7.
Yeah.
But overall,
You
boys.
gave Wissa the same rating of ability as Sterling.
No, I gave Sterling a 6.5.
Which have you given anyone else a 7? I just want to see
I
the
gave
barometer.
Palhinha a 7 ability. I gave
It's a bit crazy.
Kolo Muani an 8.
Okay.
Like, I think I've been fair.
I don't know.
What's your averages? I said 6.83, which puts him into D tier for Pala.
7.
8, which goes into B.
And I gave Wissa a 7.16 overall, which means that he gets a 7.25, putting him into C tier.
I mean, I'm not mad at it.
I don't think it deserved a D. So
Very bottom end of C.
yeah, very close. But that's what it is.
Boys, you thought we were done with Juventus. We are not. They are very active in the transfer market. Let's see which player we're talking about. Considered one of the Premier League's best just 2 seasons ago, Douglas Luiz looks to already close his Juventus chapter with a move to Nottingham Forest for 55 million euros. Is this a good deal?
Lest we forget how good this brother was before Juventus ruined his career.
In
his
my
trajectory.
underrated draft.
Juve
last year.
ruining players?
I
Common
hate this
occurrence
guy.
these days.
You hate this guy?
Douglas Luiz.
Okay, so I need to give him a high grade because you're obviously going to be biased. Club fit, 8. I actually think
I gave
Nottingham
it an
Forest is
eight.
going to be an amazing fit.
I went 7.5. I'm not sure what the 0.5 difference is, but listen, he's going to be good for Nottingham Forest.
They need it.
They need a creator. I do agree with that.
I was looking at their center midfield options.
They don't have
recently.
much.
It's really struggling.
Douglas
This guy's a
Luiz
little chubber,
fits.
bro. He's a little chunky.
Yeah, but
That goes into ability. We'll talk about that later.
the way that I was thinking about it, Nottingham Forest is a very defensive team, and you need Douglas Luiz to be on the ball. Defensively, he's not that great. He's
Aston
more of
Villa
a
was a defensive team.
no, but they have the ball. Like Nottingham Forest genuinely does not even want to play possession,
I don't
and
know, I
Douglas
think-
Luiz is a possession-based player.
I don't think so. I
Yeah,
think,
he is.
No, I don't think so because he is very good at tackling as well. So it's not like he's a one-way street player, you know. He
must have left at
I
Aston
love
Villa.
Douglas Luiz. I'm one of his biggest fans. I think.
You want a jersey?
Cost 35 mil.
I gave it an 8.
I gave it an 8.
9.
It could push higher.
The issue is that it was very polarizing seasons. At Aston Villa, he was great. Juve, it was terrible. Like, you don't know what kind of Douglas
I
Luiz
saw
you're
him
getting.
for 4 seasons at Aston Villa. This brother is amazing. He's amazing. I can't even cap. This is what we thought with the Palhinha cost, but he's not 30 years old. So you're getting a player that
How old is
previously.
he?
This is a player that wouldn't even have touched Nottingham Forest.
Millie, how old is he?
He wouldn't even have touched Nottingham Forest before leaving for Juve. And now you're getting that player potentially to
Yeah,
join you
I
for
see your
35
point.
mil.
Yeah, but that's
a
what
nine.
happens when you flop on a transfer.
He's the same Douglas Luiz.
He's
I love.
27, so right in his prime. You're getting a very good player with Prem experience in his prime. I think that's a very,
Listen,
very
I'm gonna switch it to 8.5 because I see what Varvar is saying. Although he did have a flop season at Juventus, I think we know that.
This is a CL level player.
Yeah, he definitely deserves
Juve.
to be.
Ability, this is where I dropped in points. I said 7.
8.5.
I gave him
No.
an 8.
I went 7.5, but he's an amazing player.
8.5 is insanity.
8.5.
Bro, you have to take into account a shit season. You can't just close your eyes and pretend La La Land that you're at Aston Villa still. He was fucking ass last
Sure,
season. He couldn't
he
break
was low
through.
key a 9 at Aston
He
Villa.
couldn't break through, and you don't rate any of these guys. He couldn't break through in a midfield of like
Locatelli,
Locatelli, McKennie, Thuram. Like, you're just an ass.
But your club has obviously
minors.
proven that they don't like know what talent is when it's standing right in front of them.
But we tried to play him. He was ass, and he was injured all the time.
Bro, this is an S tier. I gave it an S tier
S is
transfer.
crazy.
8.5.
Horrible take of RFC.
I gave it an A. I gave it an 8. Like, I do think that it's very fair.
7.66,
Yeah.
so it goes into B for me.
I believe I got it into an A after the movement to 8.5.
And I gave Douglas Luiz an 8 overall, which means that he is getting 7.63 overall, putting him into B tier. I personally think...
Juventus bias.
Yeah, I personally think that's an A
We
transfer.
should push him to A just cause.
We should.
Douglas Luiz to Nottingham Forest is not an A.
Yeah, we should put him to A.
Bro,
just put him to A.
He was
Birthday?
ass last season.
Bro, I
He
know,
was ass.
but 35 mil, bro, it's
chunky
not...
He was about to make team of the season of
Yeah.
Prem when he left.
Fucking chunky, bro. He couldn't even go on the pitch. He would try to do a little Trivela and he fucking fall over.
These metrics screwed him over. I think.
Then his girlfriend
this is an
dumped him
A.
because he got fat.
For the price, especially.
Majority
35
rules
mil.
here. Majority rules. I think this is an A transfer.
This is not an A transfer. I
But
can't wait to see him flop.
Are we putting it above Sesko and stuff?
Yes.
For the value
And
and
I'm
what you're
telling you,
getting.
as a United fan, it's a way better
You're
transfer.
just
than
rating it
Sesko.
because of 2 seasons ago.
Now this is to Man United. It's
Interesting.
different.
It's funny how no one agrees with you. You guys are saying like no team in the world is offering what you guys think he is worth.
Bro, 35 mil.
Shouldn't that be a metric?
I would do it.
Deal.
That's
35
what I'm
mil?
saying.
No,
If-
I
if
think he's
35
just holding out for like Man United, like the top clubs.
So don't you think that the metric should be what clubs are offering to pay for Douglas Luiz, not what you guys like?
Personally,
sure.
it's like...
Clearly, everyone deducted him a shit ton of points because he was ass at Juventus, and injury prone.
I'm of the belief he's holding out for top clubs. Nottingham Forest is there for him. If he goes to Nottingham Forest, it's amazing for Nottingham Forest.
Top clubs don't.
Yeah, for Nottingham Forest specifically. It's
Yes.
Yeah.
3 years ago, you would never have thought you would get a player
Forget
like
2
that.
years. Last year.
So, boys, we are on to our final transfer of the day. This one is a bomba. Let's take a look. After winning the quadruple, including a Champions League trophy, Gianluigi Donnarumma looks to find a new home, and the Premier League may just be his new home, with Manchester United looking to get him for 40 million euros. Where do we put this transfer?
So I was debating with Varvar why we shouldn't have made this Manchester United as the transfer destination for Donnarumma. There's like 5 teams involved, and United have
So you'd
just
rather
as
do
little of a chance.
Galatasaray and Saudi team?
No, he's going to Chelsea or Man City.
So Chelsea, the club that has Robert Sanchez,
Yep.
okay, and Manchester City, the one who just signed the
Okay.
goalkeeper.
Let me tell you something about football, okay? Manchester United are by far the lowest pull team of those three teams, okay? They don't have Champions League. The project has proven over and over that it
Okay.
is a failure, and you get
So
mobbed.
Man City is going to sign another keeper after just signing a keeper.
So Donnarumma, he is money hungry. That I'll give you. That's the only
he's proven
possibility.
that.
He's very money hungry. So if you throw a
Donnarumma.
bag at him, he'll come. He's like a dog. You throw a bone and he runs at it.
Exactly.
Okay.
The problem is
when
with
the do we start speaking about squad
The
fit?
problem with no, this is all squad fit. The problem with Donnarumma is, bro, you just saw two keepers get clowned on the world stage at Manchester United. You're gonna be that third one.
Okay, cool. Squad fit 8.5.
10.
I went 9.5. I think
you need a goalie.
You need a goalie.
Yeah, we need a goalie.
I
But
said that.
I'm a bit scared of he can't play with his feet.
Yeah,
really
the
that
issue
well.
rises when Amram wants his goalkeeper to play with his feet, and you have a goalie that cannot play with his feet.
He hasn't really asked that much of his goalkeeper.
Yeah,
to play with their feet,
it's
to
not.
be honest.
It's not 10.
But I mean, in the Premier League, especially where a lot of the teams are high pressing, good luck to Donnarumma.
Oh, I
Good
agree. But once again, like we have Onana right now. So like
Exactly. But
Like-
Onana, good on the feet, but
Beggars
horrible
can't be
shot
choosers.
stopping.
I wouldn't
you
even
know?
say he's going to the feet anymore. That gimmick is gone.
yeah,
All those
that
long
gimmick
balls to
left.
no one.
That gimmick
whatever.
left. That gimmick
I
left.
said 10 for squad fit, bro. You need a goalie, and you're getting literally the fucking top 2 goalie in the world. I'll put another one in there, but I still I think Donnarumma last season was arguably the best goalie in the world.
If you're taking injuries into account, you still Courtois probably. If you're taking
Alisson,
injuries out
Courtois.
of the equation, Courtois is probably still better. Oblak probably.
I don't know. Like, didn't Donnarumma stole games for PSG in the Champions League?
I
Like,
agree.
He
against
stood on
all
his
the
head.
Prem teams too.
He stood on his head.
True.
Bro, this is perfect. Cost 10, bro. If you can get him for 40 million, 10. You just got the fucking best goalie in the world that just won a quadruple for 40
Wait,
million.
Millie, what did you get for squad fit?
I give him a 9.
9?
9. I do think that obviously ball at his feet, it's a little bit of a question mark a little bit, but at the end of the day, he's top 3 in the world.
Yeah.
And that's
On his
bad
day, at least.
This is a
Yeah.
spectacular
Cost.
transfer.
Cost, I give
Bro.
an 8 because of wage.
Yeah, I give
I'm
it
sure it's
okay.
gonna be high
I
wages.
was looking solely at transfer value.
Transfer value,
I gave
it's
it a,
very good.
I gave it a 10.
PSG have this
And-
weird thing that when they're like, they just switch their mind about something, and then like
No, but it's like what they did like
with Navas.
no, but it's like it's because I think Chevalier actually is of that level, like where he could potentially be the future best goalkeeper
But
in the world,
why?
and he fits better. He's better with his
You
feet.
have what you're looking for.
No, because Donnarumma, I don't think Luis Enrique was happy with him playing with his feet. Like he really wasn't.
But and now it's the second time where Donnarumma moves and the goalkeeper that replaces him has been better. And then whatever. It's
Well,
up to
we don't know if
interpretation.
Chevalier is better, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, like
Been replaced by the Lille goalkeeper twice.
exactly. Like it kind of raises some concerns. And even for Italy, like yeah, I think he's a cornerstone right now, but we've had doubts in the past. So, I mean,
I have no qualms. The guy stops whatever ball.
I wouldn't be ready to give him 10 though. Like it's not
No.
riskless. It's very good value, but it's not riskless.
Ability is the only one I gave him 9
I could see this flopping. Like I could generally see this flopping.
I could see it flopping as well.
because if it goes to Manchester United, I can see it flop.
Yes.
But
Anywhere
for
else,
40
I think
million,
it's
it's just
sure.
way too good value.
Yeah, bro. I said ability 9 just because he can't play with his feet, or else
Yeah,
it'd be a 9.
I gave him a 9 ability as well.
Ability 8. I can't give him a 9. He's.
Ability, I give him 9.
I mean, shots.
He was undoubtedly a top 3 keeper in the world.
Firm.
Yeah, but you do shot stopping probably
Shot
a
stopping,
10.
he's a 10, and
Yeah.
ball playing on his feet, he's probably like a 7.5 or like probably
7.5 is very high. I'll
No.
give him even a 6.5. Want me to be generous? 7.
Yeah, but goalkeepers, you put more emphasis on shot stopping or ball at feet. It's not a 50-50
Shot
split.
stopping, sure.
It's probably like an 80-20 split.
That's why ability 8 is pretty high for me. Like I cannot give him. Like I'm telling you, this guy cannot play with his feet. And
But
we will
once
see it in
again,
the
I'm
Prem.
telling you, we signed a brother who can only play with his feet, and it was the worst decision we ever made in our life.
I know, and that's why Donnarumma will be better than Onana, but I see this flopping.
They also have a 5-back. It doesn't rely on playing with your goalie as much.
They had a 5-back even with Onana. Did not
I'm
work out.
saying you don't need a goalie that plays.
Bro,
with his feet.
Onana's the worst fucking player I've ever watched in my
I
life.
know, we
Don't
told
ever,
you many
we told
times.
you.
don't mention his name around me. It's like Voldemort.
So
it's like
overall-
he who shall not be named.
You have
Overall,
like 3 of those.
Yeah, they're all fucking shitty ass Man United players.
Overall is weirdly enough
8.5 S.
9.67.
8.16A.
and I gave Donnarumma a 9.33, which means that he will be getting an 8.92 average, putting him into S tier.
Well deserved.
I
First Manchester United signing. Actually, no, I said in one moment when you were all right.
Seeing Donnarumma next to Isak in S tier is crazy to me.
Now, if Man United's transfer window consists of signing Sesko, Embuemo, Cunha, Donnarumma, whatever you were thinking.
It's good.
S,
Very good.
S tier transfer window. I think
Hopefully not like a Juventus S.
I think you should hope that you make like, I think you should expect in the Premier League prediction video to say like they're gonna finish second.
That's low.
I think you should say that.
Stay tuned.
So there we have it. These are the grades that we are giving these current transfer rumors. Let us know down below if you agree or disagree with these ratings. And as always, we want to thank our patrons for the continuous support you guys show us week in and week out. We're putting out new content weekly, and get ready for that monthly YouTube video. Boys, send them home.
Big things are coming for Box to Box, so stay tuned. But as always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.